Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, moviepilot.com, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Kingsman, The Golden Circle. It is the sequel to 2015. Yeah, 2015's Kingsman: The Secret Service. It stars Taron Egerton, Mark Strong, Julianne Moore, Jeff Bridges, Pedro Pascal, Channing Tatum, Halle Berry, Sophie Cookson, and there's somebody I'm gonna leave out for spoilerish reasons, just in case people don't watch the trailers and just aren't hip to what might be going on. It is directed by Matthew Vaughn, as was The Secret Service, as was X-Men First Class, Kick-Ass, Layer Cake, and Stardust. I haven't seen those two. And if you want to get a shout out in my review of American Made, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. It has been some time. I won't say how long. I mean, it's not necessarily spoilerish, but it has been a slight duration since the end of the Secret Service. Eggsy, full Kingsman, has adopted a certain handle, code name, and off jump, there's an action scene. As soon as the movie starts, there's practically an action scene. And it all ties into the villain once again. I'm just trying to be less spoilerish. I think I've gotten more spoilerish in the past, but it hit me earlier today that not everybody watches the trailer. So if I say something and reference the trailer, somebody might not have seen the trailer. So the villain is doing something similar to the villain in the first movie. Come to think about it, it just hit me right before I hit record. She wants to wipe out a mass population by them doing something, and she has her own agenda. You know, it's like, hey, do this, or this is gonna happen to these people, and step in the Kingsman. But the villain on their game is familiar with the Kingsman, and something happens with them, and that leads them to the Statesman, led by Jeff Bridges, Halle Berry in the Mark Strong role. Pedro Pascal and Channing Tatum are kind of like the field agents, and then they try to save the world. Now, like, I observed some real pompous, real pretentious, real snobby reviews on Letterboxd. Just I'm too good for this type of movie. It's so lowbrow, and I think a lot of people might try to label Matthew Vaughn as style over substance. Those people should get slapped open-handed and then beaten with a bar of soap. His action is just so well shot. You can practically see every punch thrown, every, you know, like Pedro Pascal is a cowboy. He's got a lasso, a skipping rope, and those scenes are dope. And the opening, like, I don't want to get too into the opening fight. It's insane though. I don't know. You see the evolution of Taron Egerton's character. You see, like, he grows. He grows in this movie. Like, the first movie was his origin story. This is him kind of feeling himself, but kind of get his back put against the wall. And then the first scene with the villain, you just see how sinister they are. It's like wow. And that was a scene that people were crying about. Like, I can't believe that the villain, like, it's so in your face. Like, nah, like, it's what will you do to be down? Prove yourself. Prove your loyalty. And if you don't follow this to a T, you're not good enough. Like, the villain is on par with Samuel L. Jackson. I won't say better and I won't say worse, but I will say on par. But Samuel L. Jackson kind of gets the nod because Sophia Boutella was badass as the right hand. This is such a fun spy series. The gadgets, clothes, girls, like everything you want in a cool James Bond knockoff, and it's not even really that. I mean, Kingsman is based off a comic book or graphic novel or whatever, and then like the Statesmen are funny and cool and interesting too. And I would love to see like a Statesman spinoff that didn't need to refer to the Kingsman as a crutch. Where they take place is essential to the first movie. The way that the Kingsman found the Statesman was really cool, and the humor is there. And it's like, man, if y'all don't, anybody who don't like this movie is just not familiar with Matthew Vaughn's style. Like, yeah, he reeled it in for a PG-13 X-Men movie, but Kick-Ass was balls to the wall. Kingsman 1 was balls to the wall. I'm sure Layer Cake was too. Like I said, I haven't seen Stardust or Layer Cake, but it's just like, bruh, like the fight scenes are so cool. They're so exciting, so intense. The acting, there were moments in this movie where I wanted to get up and fucking cheer. I mean, and I will say, like, I'm praising the hell out of the movie. It's not as good as the first one. The Secret Service is a hair above, and know this, before you go into Kingsman: The Golden Circle, you should be familiar with the Secret Service. You should be familiar with Kingsman: The Secret Service. There are a lot of references. They don't catch you up. They don't last time on Kingsman. No, like they go in and expect you to be familiar with the characters. There's a new threat. They're trying to defeat they're trying to take out the problem. There is one CGI heavy scene. That was another part that snobby letterbox reviewers was trying to cry about. It's out there, but it's Matthew Vaughn. It's in your face. It's like not holding anything back. Like, Matthew Vaughn is one of my favorite directors, man. So I'm gonna try to watch his other two movies. I would love, like I said, I would love a Statesman. It doesn't have to be Matthew Vaughn directed, but I would love a Statesman spinoff. And I would love, like, not a Statesman prequel, a Statesman movie that takes place after the Golden Circle. With the Golden Circle has a double meaning for one character in the movie. And I would love a Kingsman 3. I don't even want a trilogy. Like I've ranted before. Studios are so scared to go beyond a trilogy. James Bond has about 25 movies here in a couple years. Let Kingsman go on forever. When Taron Egerton doesn't want to come back, when Mark Strong doesn't want to come back, Sophie Cookson, whoever the group is, let them cameo in the next movie, like the first movie. Recruit new Kingsmen. Keep the series going. As long as they're good, keep churning these motherfuckers out. I say that the Secret Service is a hair better because just like with John Wick Chapter 2, the wow factor isn't there. You go in and you know what you're getting into with Kingsman, with John Wick 2, with both movies, and it's just your expectations are at a certain point, so you're not gonna be caught off guard and hit with the, well, damn, this is new and refreshing for the genre. So wow, if the Golden Circle was the first movie, I'd give it a 5. But in my opinion, Kingsman: The Golden Circle is dope and a half. I really liked it. I don't think it's the perfect sequel. Know what I mean? Can't wait to see where the franchise goes. Have you seen Kingsman: The Golden Circle? Positive, negative, somewhere in between. Let me know, man. Definitely don't hate on your boy. I had to get my fresh on right quick. Like, this is me dressed up, man. Anybody who knows me knows this is my fucking New Year's fresh. Really can't wait to see what Matthew Vaughn himself does next. He's been rumored to do the Man of Steel sequel. He's been rumored to give Fantastic Four another reboot. And I know in his hands, Fox, X-Men First Class was Fox. Both Kingsman movies were Fox. Fox trusts him, so they wouldn't Josh Trank his Fantastic Four. So he would do a proper Fantastic Four movie, and even if it's Kingsman 3, man, I cannot wait, man. I've recently posted reviews for Lego Ninjago, for It, for American Assassin, Wind River, Hitman's Bodyguard. There's a movie talk on my top 5 favorite movies of summer. Next weekend I want to watch American Made. The weekend after that, Blade Runner comes out. We're getting into October, Oscar season, drama season. So if you want that shout out in my review of American Made, where will the 3 new releases this weekend place? Not in what order. I don't want to know in what order will they finish. I want to know where among the box office results will they finish. I don't want not 1, 2, 3, like specific numbers. I explained it better in my Ninjago review. Get it in basically before kickoff Sunday morning, before the box office results come out, noon Central Time. And then be the first and obviously be right. Like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.